Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to make Halloween biscuits. This is a Portuguese tradition. It's one of my favorites, so I'm going to teach you how to make them. These beautiful, delicious biscuits. They are not wellness, they are not light, but this is one thing in the year only. So I'm going to give you my recipe of these Halloween biscuits. So we're gonna need for this 2 kilos of wheat flour, 1 kilo of corn flour, 2 kilos of cane sugar cane, a jar of honey, 1 liter of oil and olive oil, and 1 liter of water, spices, and fruit nuts. Now I'm already mixing here. I have here already the wheat flour, and the first thing is we're gonna start mixing up with the sugar. So I'm gonna mix it with the 2 kilos of sugar. So it's like sugar cane, like raw sugar. And I'm gonna start blend everything together. So we have to mix this thing up. And it's important that we mix everything together. And I already have here the salt and also this thing that makes the cookies grow. So now I'm also gonna show you how to add on the spices. So we're gonna add like 40 grams of cinnamon, and then we're gonna add 40 grams of other spices that I'm gonna leave you in the description box anyway, all the recipe. This seems like a load of stuffs, but the purpose of these cookies is that you give them in. Actually, it's not Halloween. It's the Day of the Dead that we give these cookies to the kids, and they are delicious. So we make loads of them, so we can give them away. And this also has ginger and nutmeg. So a lot of perfumed spices. So I love this time of the year because you go in the streets and everyone is making these cookies and you feel the smell of cinnamon in the air, and you know, it's delicious. I love it. Now we're gonna add 300 grams of nuts and 300 grams of pine nuts. We have to mix everything together again. Just make sure everything blends in together. And afterwards, I'm going to show you, I'm going to also add some licorice, 2 taps of licorice, and the jar of honey. I'm going to put the whole jar of honey. And now I'm going to show you, you have to boil the corn flour in the olive oil. So when the olive oil is already boiling, you add up the corn flour, you turn off the oven and you mix them together. You blend them well together so you have no grains. And then we're gonna add this to the rest of the flour. We're gonna blend everything together. And just make sure when you do this that you use a spoon first, because the olive oil was burning, so you don't want to burn your hands. So first we're gonna do this with a spoon. We're gonna mix with a spoon first. And then afterwards we're gonna add the 1 liter of boiled water to these flours. So now I'm gonna add the boiled water. And once again, we have to be careful so we don't burn ourselves. So first we're gonna use the spatula to mix everything together. And then afterwards, when it cools down a little bit, then I'm gonna put my hands and start molding the dough, you know. Do you feel already the scent there of cinnamon at your place? It smells beautiful. So when the honey starts melting, this starts to, to get a little bit sticky. So I'm not going to put all the water. First, I want to work the dough first to see how it's going, how it's getting. So now I'm going to start molding the dough. And you have to use a little bit your biceps here. So this is like just going to the gym. So you just mold the dough until it gets more or less with this texture that I'm going to show you now. Until it doesn't stick so much to your hands, because you're going to do little balls. Then afterwards, you're going to involve this in some sheets so it can grow. It's gonna rest, the dough it's gonna rest for 2 hours so it grows a little bit, and so I'm just gonna leave it here to rest. So now I am already making the little balls of dough. They are like a ping pong ball size, more or less. So there's a lot of dough here, so Mr. Cameraman, just leave the camera now and come help me, because there's a lot of balls to do here. Just give me a hand. So now we already have some cookies made here. So let's just have a taste to see how this looks, guys. Delicious. Okay, and that was all for today. If you have some questions, don't hesitate to make them here, some comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow my blog and my YouTube channel. Kisses!